Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. Like Paul mentioned, safety is our first priority, and it has been no exception in this response. This storm that began yesterday is one of the strongest that we've had in the system. We were clocking winds of about 100 miles per hour and about 15 inches of rain since the New Year's storm started. Which create a very critical situation for our response efforts. And the interesting part about the storm is that we have a series of storms coming in the system. So as you know, we got hit in New Year's with a severe storm. We got hit yesterday with a storm. We're expecting a storm on Saturday and another storm system in Monday, which creates a window of opening for restoration, very limited for our crews. Due to the weather, the California government has issued a state of emergency, and this storm has resulted in widespread power outages, mainly because of wind, flooding, a lot of trees falling on our service territory, and unstable soil conditions, just because the ground is extremely saturated. So a little bit about the outage information that we have. As of noon today, we have had roughly about 440,000 customers out. And out of those 440,000 customers, we have already restored around 325,000 customers. And this is during the weather event. So it's an impressive effort to get about 73% of our customers restored as of right now. We have about 115,000 customers still out, and we're expecting to have another 40,000 restored by the end of tonight. PG&E has been preparing for this effort for a long time. Because we were a New Year's event, this EOC has never closed down. So we were coming off the New Year's storm, and we were prepping for this storm. This team has been on deck since New Year, and we will have another team on deck for the storm coming this weekend. Because of the many hazards that our crews are facing, we anticipate that those customers that are still without power will take a little bit longer to restore, because we don't have access to many of the areas, or we have really dangerous conditions for our crews. Our trees are falling around them. We have flooding and soil movement when they're trying to restore our service. So let me talk a little bit about how do we do the restoration process. We have a process that prioritize our customers based on the criticality of the equipment and the criticality of our customers. So if it's a hospital, emergency management service, fire station, then we go to outages that restore the most amount of customers. And that's why you've seen the big numbers of restoration that we've seen today. And from there, we go at the device level, which we start picking more and more customers. So when you see single home customers out, it's because that takes our crews to go and inspect every single outage. And so we're trying to bring as many customers up first and then go and assess all the damage. Our crews go out on the field and assess the damage to our infrastructure. And then they do this by visual inspections by foot, ATV vehicles, or area patrols. But right now, our helos are grounded because the weather is preventing us from bringing any aerial equipment up in the air. And so it slows down our response time. But for our customers and our coworkers, it is really critical that we make sure it is safe before we turn the power back on.